Okay, I will start it, but this is meaningless. Means I won't suggest that you should go through the recording again and again. Yes. So whenever this particular star is created, like sun, now this particular will be converting itself into the red giant. After red giant, the particular outer part of this star will get thrown in the atmosphere. That is how the particular earth will suffer the impact, and after that this star will get converted into a white dwarf. This is the star which is remaining as a white dwarf. All this particular cover will be thrown into atmosphere or the universe. This is one of the cycle which is possible. This particular is the cycle which our sun will also undergo. The another possibility is if the interstellar cloud is of high mass. In that case, what happens is it gets converted into, first of all, high mass star. These are having less span of life. It immediately gets converted into supergiant. It's a very large star, and this supergiant generally breaks into something by name supernova. The star which is supernova is so bright that even we are able to see this star at the daytime. And then after this supernova, there are two possibilities. One, it may get converted into neutron star, or otherwise it may get converted into black hole. Black hole is the one which needs very large amount of nebula at the beginning, and neutron star is the one which needs slightly less than that, and that is how this particular stars are created. So there are three different type of fates for the stars. One, it can be a white dwarf, or it can be a neutron star, or it can be a black hole.
Excuse me, sir.
Right.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, please.
Sir, while you were explaining low mass star, so you said that how many solar masses it will be.
Yeah.
So, sir, I want to know the answer.
Answer is already given, beta. If it is less than 8 times the mass of sun, you know the answer, you said. Or you
No, I said means I
want
want
to.
the answer, so I don't know.
Okay. So that indicates that you haven't read the book. Just see, here it is. The stars having initial mass less than 8 times the mass of sun, stars of this group undergo huge expansion and their radius increases by the factor of 100 to 200. In this stage, they are called as red giant stars. This name is given because of the large size and because of the fact that the stars look reddish. Now, what is written over there, you are asking me? So this indicates either you don't have the book or you are not ready to read the book.
सर हायपरनोवा एक्सप्लोजन त्याच्याहून हाय मास स्टार मध्ये होते का?
काय?
सर हायपरनोवा एक्सप्लोजन त्याच्याहून
हायपरनोवा नाही बेटा,
हाय मास स्टार मध्ये
सुपरनोवा.
होते.
सुपरनोवा म्हणतात त्याला, हायपरनोवा नाही.
सर
हा, सुपरनोवा is not in this particular stars. They are
येस सर
have just nova. They are called as novas. Red
येस सर
giant will explode as a nova. This supernova is with the stars which are having their masses more than the 8 times the solar masses, but less than 25 times the solar masses. Then it will turn into a neutron star. And if its mass is more than 25 solar masses, then it will end into a black hole.
येस सर.
हाँ. So if the mass of the star is less than 8 times the mass of sun, then it will end into white dwarf after getting converted as from red giant. If the mass of the star is greater than 8 solar masses, but less than 25 solar masses, then it will get converted as, first of all, there will be supernova, a very heavy explosion, and then it will get converted into neutron star. If the mass of the star is greater than 25 solar masses, in that case, certainly it will have supernova, but after that it will get converted into black hole. Now, one of the students asked, what is wormhole? This is science imaginary, this is not fact. It's a myth. Untrue. Unproved. Only
Sir, is it related to string theory?
this has nothing to do with the string theory. This is the space. Whenever there is a heavy massive body over here, at that time space will bend. It will turn into this way. मच्छरदाणीला जसं इथे त्याच्यावरती जर का आपण बॉल वगैरे ठेवला, तर जसा इथे गड्डा पडतो, ताणलेल्या कापडावरती बॉल ठेवल्यावर तशा तऱ्हेचा इथे गड्डा पडेल. If this is very heavy, then this particular will be more big and it will come out from this particular end. Black hole is the one in which it is so big that over here, let me look at it from the very edge. So it is something like this. So the heavy object is over here. Due to that, the space bends like this. Now, if it is closed over here, then it becomes black hole. The people who believe in wormhole, they say that if I am over here, that means I am somewhere over here. And this particular part is bending, means it is coming from here over here. So this particular is just a step away. This is just a step away. I will just move from here to here and I will cover this much distance. But the problem is this, that if the things are so heavy over here, then it is just impossible for a person to step out or step in. Even light cannot pass through it. How a person can move from here to here by his own will? So these are all science fictions. They are not in reality. It is said that there is a opening of wormhole and I can have a time travel. So this is meaningless thing. but in so-called scientific channel by name Discovery, it is sold at good cost, having good advertisements, and you people see it. That's why the advertisement are there, and this is the way how it is. हे काय दिलं बेटा? सायटोप्लाझम अँड न्यूक्लियस. ध्रुव.
सर सायटोप्लाझम तर सेलमध्ये असते.
हो मग
नो सर, तुम्ही म्हटलं ना त्यांनी ते सायटोप्लाझम आणि न्यूक्लियस म्हटलं तर मी सांगितलं.
अच्छा अच्छा अच्छा. हां, तर cytoplasm is the fluid which is present in every cell, whether it is plant cell or animal cell. These are endoplasmic reticulum. They are having opening throughout. This particular is a nucleus. Nucleus is having a membrane over here. This is, and cytoplasm is available or is filled in this particular gap entirely. This fluid is called as cytoplasm. In this cytoplasm, if it is animal cell, then you will see the mitochondria are there, then the Golgi bodies are there, and if it is a plant cell, then you will see chlorophyll is there, and the vacuoles are there. So these are the constituents of the cell.
Okay, sir, understand.
Good.
Sir,
It is from cell structure, perfectly correct.
excuse me, sir.
Yes, please.
Sir, is the theory of multi-universe is also science fiction or it really exists?
Basically, the thing is this, that the string theory don't have any evidence. It is only the outcome of one mathematical equation. So whether it is really applicable or not is not known. Science neither disproves anything, it don't waste its time. So the people of string theory are trying to give the evidence of string theory. Yet no one is able to give that particular evidence. So if the string theory is accepted and if it gets some evidence, then the parallel universe will be there. Because right now the string theory is having 111 parallel universes. Earlier it was 11. Now the superstring is there and it is having 111. But it is just mathematical jugglery with no experimental evidence.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, how traits of tire in
मला नीट कळला नाही बेटा शब्द.
Sir, in my book, असं दिलेले की tires have trade to increase friction. So how trade increase friction? I didn't get that.
Trade.
Yes, sir.
Whenever friction was there, the vehicles were difficult to move from one place to another place. Whenever the friction was removed and the wheels were known or the ball bearings were known, a less amount was spent on the traveling. So it enhanced the tread.
No, sir, TREAD. The grooves present in the tires.
पुन्हा सांग मला किंवा ते असेल तर दाखव मला. ते व्हिडिओ आहे का चालू तुझा?
सर ते बुक मध्ये ना पण.
बरं, मग ठीक आहे. मग सांग मला काय आहे ते, स्पेलिंग सांग त्याचं.
TREAD.
READ, रीड.
No, sir, TREAD.
ट्रेड. हा, याचा अर्थ व्यापार. हे कुठल्या पुस्तकातून वाचतोयस तू?
सर सायन्स 8th स्टँडर्ड.
कोणतं, एनसीईआरटी की स्टेट बोर्ड?
सर कॅम्ब्रिज.
केम्ब्रिज. बरं, ते आत्ता माझ्याजवळ इथे अवेलेबल नाही आहे, पण पाहता येईल मला. पुढे काय म्हणतोयस तू? ट्रेड हा शब्द झाला, आता याच्यानंतरचं काय?
सर तिथे अशी ओळ दिलेली आहे की जनरली टायर्स हॅव ट्रेड्स इन देम टू इन्क्रीज फ्रिक्शन.
हा, that particular treads means over there, it means have you seen the particular structure of tire? If this particular is there,
Yes, sir. There are lines in it.
lines are there on that particular tire, so you
Huh?
see some particular such structure over there.
So they are for grip, na?
They are for grip. So these are also called as treads. So these treads increase the friction, and due to that tire can move on a road easily. Is it clear?
Yes, sir. But how they increase?
It is not smooth. Na? Whenever this particular, you just go out and look at the tire of anything. If you are having bicycle, try to move your hand on the tire. If you are having two-wheeler, try to move your hand on tire. And if it is new brand tire, then there are some elevations also. Some pits are there. केस असल्यासारखं असतं थोडंसं. And if the tire is old, then this particular treads, they get eroded. And then ड्रायव्हर लोकांच्या भाषेमध्ये म्हणलं जातं टायर टकलं झालं. This becomes smooth. And because of this smoothness, whenever you apply the brake, it is not able to provide the friction. And then the accidents occur. Yes.
सर,
Yes, beta.
एक्सटर्नल इन्फ्लेशन थ्योरी हे खरं आहे का?
Yes. आता खरं आहे का म्हणजे आता इट इज वन ऑफ द थिंग विच कॅनॉट बी डिनाइड.
नाही म्हणजे त्याच्यामध्ये खूप युनिव्हर्स आहे असं हे आहे.
नाही, इट इज नॉट इंडिकेटिंग मल्टिपल युनिव्हर्सेस. एक्सटर्नल इव्हेशन मीन्स द लाईफ ऑन अर्थ इज ड्यू टू सम कॉमेट्स. रणजित आणि नारळीकर, they are having paper on it, and they have proved it that comets are having the particular possibility of life.
सर हायपरनोवा एक्झिस्ट करतो का?
Hypernova is definitely going to exist.
सर कधी झालं सर, त्याला आपण आपल्या नेकेड आईनी पाहू शकू?
No, we were not able to see it in history of mankind at least. And if it is nearby, then it will be dangerous for Earth. If it is in some other galaxy, then it will be possible for us to see it.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir,
Yes, please.
sir, the sun will also pass through that supergiant stage during its evolution.
Not supernova, it will be just nova. It's a yellow star, beta. It is having mass less. One solar mass is less than 8 solar masses, na? So it is going to have a less mass, so it will turn into white dwarf,
Okay.
red giant. Okay. So now I think that we should move to the topic. A very interesting topic related with our everyday life. Yeah. You are supposed to write lot many things over here, so keep your pen ready. Combustion and flames. This is fire extinguishing. This is a typical candle which is showing its combustion. This is the gas which we call as, actually what is burning is methane and butane. This is also a fire extinguisher, and we will start with the topic of combustion and flame. Combustion is a chemical process in which a substance reacts with oxygen to give off, generate, produce heat. Such chemical process is called as combustion. The substance that undergoes combustion is said to be combustible. It is also called as fuel. Sometimes light is also given off during the combustion, either as a flame or as a glow. Mind well, light is not necessary. Flame is neither necessary. Reaction with oxygen producing heat, that is what is combustion. Even when we inhale the air, a combustion is going on in our lungs.
Sir, how?
The hemoglobin reacts with oxygen and produces heat. That is the heat which our body is producing.
Sir, so is it that heat that sometimes provide means, समझो अगर हमें ठंड लगे तो some kind of heat वो जो रहती है वही रहती है क्या?
ठंड लगना इसका मतलब हमारी बॉडी रिएक्ट कर रही है कोई तो भी झगड़े के लिए, और वो बैक्टीरियाज को खत्म करने के लिए बॉडी का टेम्परेचर बॉडी खुद बढ़ा रही है। मगर वैसे भी कंटिन्यूअसली हमारा टेम्परेचर रहता ही है। ये देखो 95.6, these many Fahrenheit. This temperature is always there. Now, who is heating me? My respiration process is creating the heat. We don't see any flame, neither we see the particular light over there. The rusting of iron, एक खीला लो, उसको पानी में डाल के रख दो, थोड़े दिन बाद वो पीले रंग का हो जाएगा, वहां पर भी कंबशन हुआ. It's a slow combustion.
Sir, it produces hydrogen gas, no? Rusting.
Rusting will produce oxidation. Yes, it will produce hydrogen gas as well as some water vapors also.
सर हमारे जब तबीयत खराब होती है तो जब वो हमारी बॉडी वार्म करने लगती है तो वो रेस्पिरेशन की वजह से होती है वो जो हीट होती है?
नहीं बेटा, वो बॉडी की रिएक्शन रहती है. सूजन अगर रही तो वहां पर भी हमें गर्म महसूस होता है. कोई बैक्टीरिया का या बाहर की बॉडीज का, एक्सटर्नल बॉडीज का अटैक हो गया तो बॉडी की डिफेंस सिस्टम खुद ब खुद का टेम्परेचर बढ़ाती है, जिसमें वो बैक्टीरिया या वो एक्सटर्नल बॉडीज आर नॉट एबल टू लिव. So everyone has
Sir.
completed?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
good, good.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, completed.
Right. One good question is there by Sarvesh, that in combustion every time residue is produced or not. Now residue means what? If suppose I am trying to burn carbon, then it will burn into carbon dioxide. Now nothing will remain over there. Entire thing will be in the form of a gas. But obviously carbon dioxide is a residue. So whenever the fuel is going to burn, it has to get converted into something by combining with oxygen.
Sir,
Yes, yes.
sir, the heat produced while nuclear fission, that is combustion or not?
No, that is not combustion. That is nuclear reaction, and it generates the heat by the formula E equal to mc square. There is no oxygen needed over there.
सर एक
Okay,
मिनिट
sir.
मागची स्लाइड दाखवता का लास्ट लाईन राहिली होती
बरोबर.
सर सर म्हणजे आपण जे म्हणतो छातीत जळजून राहिलं सर ते कंबशन मुळे होतं की आपली बॉडी
नाही नाही
स्वतः
नाही बेटा, छातीमधली जळजळ जी असते ती वेगळंच कारण असतं. त्याच्यामध्ये बेसिकली आयदर वी आर सफरिंग बाय हायपर ऍसिडिटी or
Yes, sir.
otherwise it is the indication of some particular heart trouble.
सर
Sir, the hydrogen gas have most amount of calorific value.
आता बघूत ना आपण, जेव्हा कॅलरिफिक व्हॅल्यू हा शब्द येईल आणि आपण त्याच्याबद्दल पाहू त्यावेळेला लक्षात येईल आपल्या. हे काहीतरी आपल्याला बोलण्याला अर्थ नाही, कारण कॅलरिफिक व्हॅल्यू म्हणजे काय हे तरी कुठे माहिती आपल्याला अजून बेटा, नाही का? राईट. So what are the needs of combustion? First of all, it has to have some particular temperature at which the substance catches the fire. That temperature, lowest temperature, is called as ignition temperature.
हो गया सर.
Right.
Sir, 1 minute.
Sure. But there will be another point. Combustible substance cannot catch fire or burn as long as its temperature is lower than its ignition temperature. So it will catch fire only at ignition temperature.
Done.
Sir, you can explain second point again.
Yeah, obviously means the thing is this, that if the temperature is lesser than the means I will demonstrate this. If the temperature is lesser than the ignition temperature, then the body will not catch the fire. Let me show this over here.
The screen is not visible.
Which screen? I am not visible.
No, sir, slideshow.
You are
Slideshow तुम्ही
visible,
stop केला.
but
Clearly visible.
Sir, take camera.
Sir, camera.
yes,
Yeah. गुमनाम है कोई असं काही गाणं बिणं म्हणायचं नाही आपल्याला. I think you all are able to see this.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sir,
Yes, sir.
well,
In front of you, I am going to tear off this page. So it is same page split into two parts. If I am holding this particular page over here like this, it has catch the fire. Now in this another page, I am again going to hold it in the same way, but I am going to add some water to it. The one which I am having over here, nothing special about it. Will it be okay if I put on the light now? Because I think you can see the things even otherwise.
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
Yes, yes, sir.
Now you can see that there is a water over here.
Yes, sir.
It is not catching the fire. The water will start boiling after some time. It will be a warm water and still it won't catch the fire. Over here the temperature is 89 point something. Are you able to see it?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. We are able to see. 9.
So it is over there, but still it is not catching the fire. Now whenever temperature will increase, now I have removed the water completely, but still the paper is wet paper. After some time it will catch the fire. Now it will be. So this is the way how the things are. Now whatever temperature was needed to catch the fire, that temperature, that minimum temperature is called as ignition temperature. I think the point is clear now.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Clearly.
Very good.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, are you presenting screen?
Yeah, I'm searching the particular button which has been gone down and I'm not able to pull it. Hydrogen never supports the combustion. Hydrogen itself burns. Bapre, Yashodip, how many times you have asked the same question? Okay. Yes. Yeah. So combustible substances cannot catch fire or they burn as long as its temperature is lower than its ignition temperature. The substance which have very low ignition temperature and can easily catch fire with a flame, they are called as inflammable substances.
Sir, your voice is breaking.
Might be some problem of net.
No, sir, it is
Clear.
No, sir, coming
Your voice
clearly.
is clear.
Yeah, better.
no,
The
sir, voice
things
is
are
coming.
different for different person. The one who said he might be having net problem, and the one who is saying no, it is not breaking, then don't have the net problem. But everything is written over here. You can read it from the screen. That's why I have prepared the slides. So the substance which have very low ignition temperature and can catch the fire immediately at very low temperature, they are called as inflammable substances like rock ale, petrol. Yeah, what is combustion means the reaction with oxygen and production of heat. Karthik, you are not present in the class, beta? Hello, Karthik. Karthik Gawale.
Net problem.
Okay. But this was definition at the beginning of the chapter. It has nothing to do with the net problem. Anyway, don't take undue advantage of my patience. Yes. So the inflammable substances, even the camphor is having very low ignition temperature. The one which we use in our worships, Kapur. It is having very low ignition temperature. So it catches fire very easily. Now let us see the need of combustion. What is the need of combustion?
Sir, last slide.
Sir, writing is left, sir.
Sir, just last.
Sir, does oxygen supports to combustion?
इट इज नीड. मला कळत नाही तुम्ही काय आज म्हणजे गंमत करताय का माझी की बुद्धी घाण टाकलेली आहे आज. कंबक्शनची डेफिनेशन काय बेटा? रिॲक्शन विथ ऑक्सिजन टू प्रोड्यूस हीट. आणि मग आपण काय विचारतोय, डज ऑक्सिजन इज नीडेड फॉर कंबक्शन? म्हणजे इट इज इन द डेफिनेशन. And we are asking, is it not?
Sir, done writing work.
Done, sir.
Yeah, but when you are writing, try to understand it also. Don't just do the mechanical work over there. And then after the particular slides which we have done right from the beginning, you are asking me that whether the particular oxygen is needed for combustion. Where what is the definition of combustion? A chemical process in which substance react with oxygen and gives off heat. Please, beta. Okay. So the requirements. One is the substance which burns, which is called as fuel. Then supply of oxygen. And the heat is also needed to produce a temperature which is of ignition temperature. Without heat, ignition temperature will not be achieved. So these are the three essential things. So whenever I want to extinct a fire, I will need to cut off some one of this. So either I will have to lower the temperature, or I will have to stop the supply of heat, in particular oxygen, or otherwise I will have to take away the fuel. So fire can be controlled by removing one or more of these requirements. I can remove the air as well as heat. Fine, it will be more effective way. So the job of fire extinguisher is to cut off the supply of air, that is oxygen in particular, or to bring down the temperature of the fuel, or both. Yeah, one good question is asked. The core of the earth is very hot. So whether the combustion is going on over there? So the answer is no. That hotness is because of the increase in pressure. A very high pressure is at the center of the earth, the core of the earth, and due to that high pressure, the magma is produced. Everything is in the liquid form over there. Even the stones are in liquid form. They are not because they melted. They are crushed. Everyone finished?
Sir, last slide.
Okay. Yeah, completed.
1 minute.
Yeah.
Done, sir.
Sir,
Last line, sir.
Sir, last line.
But
Last line was remaining.
okay, completed. Yes. So let me hope that everyone has done.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Wonderful.
Yes.
So now let us see the types of combustion. The combustion which takes place rapidly is known as rapid combustion. The burning of paper is a rapid combustion. Firecrackers, they are extremely rapid. Material suddenly burst. So such particular is called as spontaneous combustion. So this is also called as explosives. So if the sudden reaction takes place with the evolution of heat, light and sound, particularly the crackers which we burn in Diwali, which produce very heavy pollution, but we neglect that particular completely. Anyway, so such combustion is called as explosion. Burning of candle is not explosion. Now when
Sir, last slide.
Sir, last slide.
okay,
Sir, pressure also causes.
no, pressure is not causing combustion, but pressure increases the temperature.
No, sir, not combustion, explosion.
Pressure will not have the explosion, but if due to the increase in pressure, if suddenly the particular things are means barriers are broken, then there will be explosion. For example, I am having a balloon, and if I apply the pressure from every side, it will get compressed, 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 and at one particular movement, some part of that membrane will become weak, and the air will come suddenly out from that point. Now, one of the question is whether the flames contain plasma. The usual flames which we have even by petrol or whatever it is, plasma is impossible for that. But if the flames are intentionally created at very high pressure, at very high temperature and low pressure, in that case, yes. Nidhi has given the answer. If there is a lot of heat, then the flame will contain plasma. Perfectly correct. Now let us look at the flame of a candle. There are three major zones of candle. One of them is outer edge. It is blue and hottest part. This is the one which we are referring to. This particular bluish. It is completely combustible.
So this diagram we have to draw.
It depends on you.
Should I draw this diagram?
Yes, Arya. It is there in the book. The middle zone is yellow due to partial combustion. It is moderate hot. And the innermost is blackish yellow. It is because the wax vapors are not completely burnt over there. And that is what we see it like that. I will try to show it to you whether the camera will.
That outer edge, sir, that outer edge of blue one is not clearly visible if we light the candle.
Let's see.
Sir, your screen is visible.
But the flame is visible, na?
Yes.
Hmm.
Yes, sir.
हो सर.
Whether it is just producing a glare or you are able to see it, I don't think. Yes, now I think it is.
Sir, we can see the blue. It is. Sir, ते खाली दिसतंय थोडंसं blue. Sir, खाली.
Yes.
Sir,
Over
खाली
here
द्या
you,
थोडंसं.
Sir, we are not able to see
There
that
is
blue color.
sunburned wax.
सर सगळ्यात खाली दिसतोय ब्ल्यू कलर.
yes. नाही आणि त्याच्याकडे आता कॉन्सन्ट्रेट.
सर थोडा थोडा.
Sir, खाली घ्या ना candle.
थोडं माझं ऐकत का जरा बेटा. हा. Over here at the
क्लिअर आहे सर आता.
blue is very clearly visible.
Yes, sir.
Rises up slowly, you can see that also. Now it is visible. Even at the top, blue is very clearly visible.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
सर बाजूला पण हलकं हलकं विजिबल आहे.
Right. That is glare, beta. That is the drawback of our low resolution camera. By eyes, I won't be having that, but when camera is there, we will have it. And the middle portion also, I think that very clearly visible. It is dark yellow.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
सर visible.
Even blackish at some stages.
Is also
हो
visible.
सर थोडंसं मधात ब्लॅक दिसत आहे.
Correct.
It's blue in color.
So you can just burn a candle at your home and you can observe this over there. And
So if burning color is blue, then what type of combustion is?
yes, please ask again.
Sir, if blue color comes from the heating, then which type
The
of combustion is?
blue color indicates that complete combustion is taking place because the candle wax is containing hydrogen as well as carbon. So hydrogen burns in blue color.
Hello, sir.
Okay. Sarvesh, any question, beta?
Sir, in the candle, exactly what is happening? Combustion or melting?
What is fuel is the wax. Moreover, wax must be in the gaseous state, then only it burns. The liquid wax never burns and neither the solid wax burns. कार्तिक
Sir, in candle,
तू विचारलेला एक प्रश्न आहे, हाऊ डज प्लाझ्मा मेक अ कॅम्प फायर फ्लेम ऑरेंज? Plasma is never produced in campfire. Who has told you that there is a plasma? Plasma is not in flame. Plasma is a state of matter. Yes. It is a state of matter. Whenever the gas are ionized and very hot, they are called as plasma. Okay. So I hope that everyone has noted down this.
Completed right.
Yes,
Right,
sir.
Good.
Sir, 1 minute.
We can see it afterwards, beta. And the explanation of that figure is there in the book also. A good fuel is the one which is readily available, which is cheap, low cost. It burns easily in air at moderate rate, not very rapidly and not very slow. It produces a large amount of heat that is needed, and it does not leave behind any unwanted substances. If I try to burn plastic, then it produces lot many harmful gases, poisonous gases. So I don't want that. Now we will define something which is called calorific value, but before that you complete this. What are the qualities of good fuel?
Sorry, one is also it should be transported easily.
Readily available means transportation must be easy.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Done.
Sir, is petroleum a type of fuel?
Petroleum is not fuel because it is not easy to burn. But
So then what
petroleum,
is
lot
it?
many products are there. And those products are wonderful fuel.
So then what is the difference?
अरे petroleum is a dark black type of डांबरा सारखं दिसतं petroleum बेटा.
Yes, sir.
So done writing.
So let us see the fuel efficiency. The amount of heat energy produced on complete combustion of 1 kg of fuel is called as its calorific value. 1 kg. Obviously the unit will be kilojoule per kilogram or joule per gram, one and the same thing. Joule is a energy of is a unit of energy. Heat is a form of energy. So when we try to burn the cow dung, I am having 1 kg of cow dung cake, गोवऱ्या ज्याला म्हणतात. Then I will get 6,000 to 8,000 kilojoule energy. Whereas if I try to burn wood, I will be having 17,000 to 22,000 kilojoule per kg. Coal is producing quite high, 25,000 to 33,000. Petrol is still better than that. It is 45,000. Kerosene is also similar to the petrol. In many air ways, the kerosene is the fuel. Diesel is also having the same calorific value. But methane is having still better than all, which is used in our cooking gas. It is having 50,000 kilojoule per kg. Combustible natural gas, CNG, is also having the same one. Liquid petroleum gas is having more than that. It is 55,000. Biogas is having much amount of methane. That's why it is near to it. but it contains nearly about 60% of methane. That's why it is 35,000 to 40,000. And as it has been said by one of the students, hydrogen is having maximum calorific value. 1 kg of hydrogen is having calorific value as 1,50,000 kilojoule per kilogram.
Excuse me, sir.
But please try to understand 1 kilogram of hydrogen will be too huge quantity. It is lightest element. Yes, someone was saying something.
Sir, CNG is compressed natural gas or
Compressed natural gas.
okay, sir.
Or condensed natural gas. It is compressed, condensed, one and the same thing.
Sir, because now I was confused because now you said that combustible natural gas.
Yeah, it is definitely combustible, but it should be compressed or condensed. So everyone done?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, 1 minute.
Okay,
Done, sir.
good.
Done, sir. Sir,
Yes.
last slide, please.
My God.
Sir, done. You can move forward.
Sir, done.
Good.
Done.
Now, whenever the fuels are consumed or consumption, whenever it is wood, coal, petroleum, they obviously release some unburned carbon particles. They are creating the respiratory problems. So Chandrapur, Gondia, over there, the workers are having lot many lungs problem. It also gives carbon monoxide, which is highly poisonous gas.
Sir, last slide.
Sir, last.
Sir, last slide.
Yeah. So there are lot many accidents if suppose due to the cold someone burns coal in a closed room. There may be a threat of
Sir,
due to monoxide, carbon monoxide.
Sir, due to suffocation.
Not suffocation. The carbon monoxide is a poisonous gas which breaks the RBCs of our blood.
Sir, it is poisonous to RBC.
Yeah, it kills the RBC. Poisonous to RBC means it literally kills the RBC.
So 1 minute last.
Sir, last.
अरे किती वेळ लावताय तुम्ही? काय चित्र काढत बसताय का?
Done, sir.
So the combustion of most fuels releases carbon dioxide in the environment. It has increased the concentration of carbon dioxide in air, which is reason for the global warming, and you can see the effect of global warming very easily as the changing weather. We won't have the rains at the rainy season. The rains will be very rapid. We won't have summer in summer days. We won't have winter in winter days. The weather cycle has got disturbed, and big problem we are going to face, bigger than this epidemic. The burning of coal and diesel releases sulfur dioxide. It is extremely suffocating and corrosive gas. Now, when the petrol is burnt, the vehicles are there in large number. We always have the problem of acid rain. So in all big cities, the acid rain is a big problem. Why? Because the nitrogen oxides, sulfur oxides, they dissolve in rainwater and they form sulfuric acid or nitric acid, HNO3 or H2SO4. And whenever such rain is there, that rain is called as acid rain. The Taj Mahal was getting problems due to such particular situations.
It is converting a yellowish color.
Yeah, it is converting into yellowish shade. That's why nowadays the petrol vehicles are not allowed near Taj Mahal. Ral or Google are not poisonous and they are rapidly burning fuels, but they cannot be used as a fuel because their calorific value is too less. They are just used to provide the sufficient heat to the coal.
Done, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, last slide.
The last line.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, the acid rain converts the gases into which acids?
H2SO4, sulfuric acid, and,
Sir, and nitrogen into?
and nitric acid.
Okay, sir.
Its formula is
Sir, done.
good.
So you wash.
Sir, done.
And the chapter is also done. So
What?
next chapter which I will be having is going to be light.
Sir, is chapter completed?
Yes, the chapter is completed.
सर एवढाच होता तो चॅप्टर?
मला वाटतं एवढाच होता.
It was very easy and small.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Some types of fire extinguisher may be there. But our time is also over.
The light is chapter number 16.
Yeah. It is in both NCERT as well as state board. And next topic we will be starting with light. Very interesting, and it is in your 12th, up to 12th. So I will end the meeting, and for light chapter there will be entrance test. So I expect everyone to read the chapter, and whenever my period will be there, I will have some 10 questions which are based on very elementary information, which will check that whether you are going through the book or not.
Sir, of light lesson.
Light lesson from both NCERT as well as state board.